Alright, y'all. I'm on day 2 trial. I'm ready to go out there and beat this case today. You know what I'm saying? I've been making slow progress for the past few days in this game, and today I'm going to go crazy and beat this entire case, and then I'm going to be on case 4 by the end of this day. Let's go out and let's do this. I'm assuming it's just 2 trials and 1 investigation, so that shouldn't be that bad. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Max. Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Aww. Stage, don't worry, don't want to be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Yeah. You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you gotta make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. You can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. The witness says everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing in lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. I wouldn't say so. They probably just think I'm a witch. Max, really, no need to fly today. Nick? What's with the look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Maybe he just wishes to be young again. December 29th, 10 a.m., District Court, Quarter number 2. Come on, Karma. Another case of 1. What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh. I'm gonna be real, y'all. I think the worst name we could have in human history is Billy Bob Johns. That is just so bad. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, it does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild's a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that's to our advantage. Miss Karma, give me a statement if you please. Well, I did beat you last time, so... Hey? Okay. I'm cool with saying it doesn't count, but you cannot, flippin' remove this one from my record when I beat you. She'll still be upset about what happened last time. Yo, I'm not losing this case. What, you ask? Because it's not in the nature of my karma to lose anything. So last time, I guess being born with the name of my karma is a pretty fast to be arrogant and annoying. For real. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It'll be also revenge. It's not like you'll bring my dad back. Come to again. Boy, I'm always clocking your tea. You really want to keep living being a witness? Are you positive, sir? Instead of keeping working, I'm sure you need every penny you can, detective. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the answer to the question. Okay, base. Alright, detective. Here we go. Witness testimony. Details of the events. Denied of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box set as a doornail. The cause of death was a blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Who do I think the killer is on now? I think it is... I don't know. I forgot who I think it is. Yeah. Autopsy report added to the record. Upon object. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin cross-examination. Let's do this. Cross-examination. Details of the events. I bet. Maximilian Galactica, the Ringmaster. Okay. File police report app. Okay. For a monkey? 10 p.m. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. We've got to witness that. Ow. This is totally meaningless. How do you go on? Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. So we have 3 witnesses. We have Mo and then Ben. Later, I think. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim was found bent over a wooden box as a doornail. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. That's not a wooden box, it's a briefcase. Carrying the box, It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Wooden box added the court record. Alright. Save. Yeah. Why do you think it's a line of iron? I figured they'd... Hey, ouch. I think what you gotta do about your guesses, detective. Situate literally actually... No! Girl. Alright. The murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done no, pal. And you haven't found the silver weapon, have you? Police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it's something the perpetrator went off with. Alright. Yeah. There you go. Let's ask the other 2 questions about the box. The lock. Yeah. Interesting. Press on this again. That's right. What was in there, you know? Because it's 20 pounds, it's gotta be crazy stuff. Yeah. Condom bottle. What's inside the bottle? Filled with pepper. Pepper. Why in the world was that locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in a huge box. It weighed 20 pounds. What are you talking about? Just pepper. Small seasoning bottle out of the court record. Alright. Well, I think you have a good feel of the details he missed now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. I mean, all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now we have wrapped up detective, I'd like to call the next witness. Okay, so that I'm glad I got that pepper bottle. Let him off the stand yet. That's you being slow and unable to take a hint. Thank you very much, Sir Gumshoe. May sit down. Benjamin Woodman. She must be talking about Benjamin Trankley. Wait. Maybe. Yeah, hello. Ben. Please say your name and occupation for the record. My name is Ventriloquist. I'm employed as an operating tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That word must be cut off your circulation. I thought I was a singer. If you don't believe me, fine. Okay, she was a song. Ahem. Me. The word of the law. Italian endearing. Guilt innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman? What's his fit? Not really. Had a good rhythm. Just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Charlo, you know better than sort of judge. Shut up. That's like your nose. You think that you have sense to fix it. Don't really want to punch you in the face and the off chance one would help. Now that you notice the reason you've never been able to star. Celebrities must really enjoy seeing everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let trial handle this. I'm not worried about you. Ouch! Don't get any order trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Witness testimony. What you witnessed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with Sturge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max, hanging towards the scene of the crime. His face wasn't there. He was the only one hanging that way. How could that pug not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. He had on a steel cat, cloak, and the dumb Wright roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy gap and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get a picture. What's one thing? You said you ditched the clown. Alright, y'all. My main suspect, honestly, y'all. Alright, Lawrence Girls. My suspect is probably Mo right now. I think Mo could have done it. If he didn't like Max for some reason, right? Maybe it was Mo. I don't know. Mo wouldn't kill. Actually, no, Mo wouldn't kill the Ringmaster just to. Nah, he wouldn't do that. Then who would, right? Maybe Ben would. I don't know. Something. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, Dress Boy. Well, since you went with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? You got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's the absolute proof. So, Cat, this was found seeing the crime. It belongs to the defendant. With a question, he was wearing a signature hat during that practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well, done, Miss Comma. Your prosecutor's skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Thank you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you have to say? Okay, I guess you did the boss again today. Witness test, cross-examination. What you witnessed? The clown. You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise has makeup running all over the place. When the practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to killing over for good. Poor guy. He didn't have any choice of venting him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in a nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? This ring is right. I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. I'm a good thunker. Boy, you're not a good speller. You're not a good grammarer. How would you be a good thinker? These my teachers always said I was. That's when I saw Max hanging with the crime. Are you sure it really was Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you think someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays. Like talking to a brick wall. I have three-piece getup. Geez, could you be more dense? All together now. Silk cat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort in preparing your questions. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trello? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something you're missing in this? I'll save here real quick again. I do think that there is no proof it was Max for sure, because the someone could have been wearing his stuff. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw. It was Max's three-piece Joker costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. I think you should study up on your 70s, Mr. Wright. Great, I'm getting shut down by Toy. Then police showed up and took Magic Boy away. And one more time, the police arrived at the scene. I suppose that would have been around. Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around. I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m. I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m. So you hung around the lodging at the house the whole time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stayed outside in that weather. Well, the truth is, you shut up, you big nose dope. Why are you telling me anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stayed outside in the weather? Well, maybe you're waiting for someone. What? You said we were waiting for someone. This means right, we can all do it without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on something. Mr. Wright. What do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? I don't know. Ben was either waiting for Russell, or Mo, or Max. I don't know. I don't think he was waiting for Max. I honestly do not know, y'all. I don't flipping know. Three Masters old friend. Max? Don't hold your tongue, Ben. It's your job to answer those stupid questions. I'm sorry, Shiloh. I've got to find a way to get more information on this witness. Okay. I think I know who he was waiting for. Regina. He was waiting for Regina. I forgot about the Regina stuff, so I'm gonna say Regina next time. Alright. They're waiting for Regina for sure. Objection! Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer Regina. What? You're waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. I'm curious what I was waiting for that night. What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Oh, well. The problem may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? It seems at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. Really judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with testimony. Trial wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max. Okay. So I did clock his T there. I'm gonna keep asking these questions and then the same stuff other. Ben only saw Max? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you would have seen his phones as well? What? Where are you going at this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen? He was with Russell Berry, so why wouldn't he be Berry? That's the victim. That's correct. If Trial was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Aha! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Gladke was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah! I see. Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Y'all yelling always makes y'all look guilty. Makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant see the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his actual demise. If you cut that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that you could have missed something. Boy, girl, let me speak. I couldn't even read what I was saying. I couldn't even read my facts. There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for the real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. What was that, Von Karma? You said something about no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. Are you sure about that? Do you want to go ahead and rethink that? It's too late. But, do you want to do it for the fun of the game? No? Didn't think so. Okay. Pain! Don't volunteer things. Oh, it's too late. They already offered. They admitted it. Aww. Von Karma, you call on the stupidest witnesses. Mr. Quintus, tell us the truth this time. I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance of the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. You're what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your whole outfit. Our pain! Thanks to your bumbling, our perfect plan isn't perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Witness testimony about the proposal. Don't be so surprised I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. You've still got it in your pocket. You were going to propose. You, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm an old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her. Why you... What? Let me just... Age 16... You are a lot older than that. You have a full-on beard and no other hair. Are you sure about that? Y'all, do I need to call flipping somebody? Okay. Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Oh, for real? Like, sir, there's like something y'all. The amount of pedophiles that I have exposed in this case is crazy. We got Max, we got Ben, and now we got the judge. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with cross-examination. What was that sign at the end? I knew I caught him. He'll tell I'll come later, though. Cross-examination of the proposal. Don't be surprised I was going to propose to Regina. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course, that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? Wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. What was it exactly you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that matched Regina's beauty. Answer this question. What was it? Oh, finally, you're on my side, Von Karma. You're going to die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow, those are two nearly fell out of their chairs. Which means Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for the 10 right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Chemical's bad. Push on anyway. The baby's having a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time the puppets ever proposed to humanity. I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm gonna have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise the testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I like to stick to facts, not sociology. Sure to enjoy swaying into the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Engagement ring? It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. There already is, yeah. I know I can get him on, but I just want to see all the stuff first, see if there's anything extra. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm so sorry. Really? You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times I lost count, but uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He can possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his woodblock in half. No magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? So you are still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap the story testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe we should get out more. Alright, so the contradiction immediately I spotted this, but I want to see everything else. I've still got it in my pocket. Unless this is a fake ring, I don't think you do. Boom. Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine. Give it back. Thief. Didn't you testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then, drive right here. What's going on here? That's Ben. Say something. Hey, don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room like they put money, like a bank vault? Ha, that's why the monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I'll prefer if you avoided saying you're innocent flats in my court. Oh, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey. Never since the word. Oh, I see. Well then, Money likes to go after the shiniest things they can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant pass, correct? Oh, I guess you might be able to say that. They might have could have been taken around the time. Yo. What is it? Ben, most of you... Whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially now you committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now try low. Back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trelo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken Trelo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with me, were you? It's all the slow people called Ben's fault. Well, there's something this way to their snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That's indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben does exercise enough. That's true. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effects. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing money, there was no one watching the plaza. What's the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. What a rivalry between us as well. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that doorface in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Ha! I told you so many times you think you know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, Stick Boy. I'm sure it will change some more. Where there's one line, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we had to keep after him. Yeah. Witness testimony. Witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting the night for Regina. That doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. That's not his face, it's gotta be somebody else. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right, money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. The money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Cross-examination. Witnessing Max. I'll give you that. Okay, yeah, you always better. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably would have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, you'd leave something would slip by me. 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed to one area, I suppose. Don't be stupid, Judge. Count this little flippin' puppet act off when it starts, spreading lies. Yikes, the Judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course this is where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. Guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. I don't think Ben murdered him. And I don't know if it was Mo either. I don't know. My biggest suspect right now is probably Mo. Actually, no, I forgot. No, not Mo, but maybe, I don't know. I don't think it was either of them. You already know that practice finished probably at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the lighting house after practice. I think Regina could have killed him. Honestly, I do. Because Regina was, not affected at all. And maybe Regina wants Trilo over Max. You know what I'm saying? The way his attorney does their games is they always go, big every single case. I think Regina is my most likely suspect because of how she reacted. She didn't even, think about it. Really care. And then, basically, the game just makes you forget about it, but I don't remember. You don't need to be a brain to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it? Indeed. What time was it? What time was it? I'm not good at math. It was 10 p.m. Oh, yes, that sounds about right. It sounds about right. Because that's the time I saw Max in the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't acknowledge my presence. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious I'd say good night, someone at night. Open. Do you got something to add? Let me guess. No, it's not a Trilo. You say good evening, good night. I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you kept your eventualities to act outside the courtroom. Impossible. Former lives and breathes with performances. She should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with testimony. Yeah. I say it, but Ben's part of your lower act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure they propose you. Ow. You're not trying to patch yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get yourself wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix, right? You should know better. Ow. Ow. Ow, that hurts. That should have set him straight. You received your testimony witness. Okay, I guess that wasn't it. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, then why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt. Maybe you should think of some habits of proof before you start flopping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned them back in grade school. There's no reason that Trello would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that evidence? Luck means everything in this world. I'm sure you already learned that one. The witness will resume his testimony. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure. There's no way they can be any more confident than that, right? Those three ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you can ask again, I'll answer of course. Everyone together now. Silk Cat, Cloak, White Roses. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out everyone else. That's true, I'll give her that. There has to be a hole in the testimony somewhere. I agree, but do we have to prove make something stick? Alright. I don't know. Wait. I'm gonna save my game real quick. I don't know. I was thinking like maybe did he not have the clown at the time? I said whatever. Yeah, I don't have it. Load. This is tough. Nah. Yo, this is a difficult flipping case, I gotta be honest. Like, it's insane stuff. Waiting the night for Regina. So Max in the Plaza that night. Okay. No. Wait, I think I know. Maybe I something now. Hold up. You saw Max in the Plaza that night. But you just said you're waiting for the big top. And that's not it either? Yikers. Gosh. Let's press this again and see what he says. Okay, this is probably the one I gotta do here.
Objection!
Regina, how crazy am I? I knew it. She was mad because Regina. It's not true they had to fight Max the day of the murder. By Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. I'm back. A disagreement usually doesn't end with somebody getting clonked over the head. Ah. That morning, Ben got clobbered over by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of stolen battery? Ouch. Before we handle that, we should be having the defendant's murder charge first. Yeah. Phoenix is still cooking.
Objection!
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just... That's enough for me to quit. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify testimony for the court. Please explain your theory about who the witness actually telling I am. Alright, bet. Mm-hmm. The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max tonight, there would have been no beating at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person that witnessed saw tonight was not Maximilian Galactica. That's why Trill made this effort to creep whoever it was he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? Will the defense kindly explain who it was that Trill saw that evening then? Either Regina or the Ringmaster. Considering the time of the one, there's only one person who agree. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Charlotte would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose you got a point there. It was Russell Berry. The victim himself was not. You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person who told the was the victim. The Ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Charlotte. Wasn't that correct? Boom. Changing your story yet again, I see. I think it's a hard time that we clearly about this question. Yep. Yes. What's Maximilian Galactica? What's the Ringmaster? One Mr. Russell Berry. Alright. Ow.
Objection!
Yes. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? With some karma. Do you have clear evidence the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, if that's the case, it's impossible for you to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally want to point this one. That's very unfortunate. Oh, girl, you have another witness? Huh? You're just a little tricked out if you're good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? We immediately established one thing was witness. You established that the witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing: that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Let's do this. 10 recess. During that time, I request the prosecution before the next witness. Court on recess. I bet. Also, y'all, I lied. I'm not being in this case today. I did the trial. That's it. Yeah, let's go. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5. Please, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near the crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? I was in the ringmaster's room, and while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, correct? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster had the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means? It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume. We're not looking like Max. Fabulous. It's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found out at the crime scene was that silk hat. Well, white cloak. Where'd that go? Double. Wow, Max, I never thought of that. So you can scan deeper. Till 6 p.m., District Court number 2. Now that everyone's back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Mr. Karma, please proceed the prosecution's case. Very well. I will not call in the witness. Pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Oh, Mr. Lawrence Curls, please stand. Why'd you call him a pitiful clown? Bro's wearing the fit. The witness will say his name and occupation for the record. In West Philadelphia. Name and occupation. Please, will the witness please inform the court while he's speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in a court. I've never been in a court in my life. I'm not quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. Wonder what are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, Southern Comedy Club. Since it's the convocation, please say your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe the joke okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The song only says, no shirt, no shoe, no service. I get it, but that's probably so trash. Yeah, that's trash. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist? I got Seymour. Seymour! That is terrible. How's that one? So clowns you up to no good, stop making trouble. Your name. Lawrence Curls, fresh off Funny Man, also known as the Clown. I would be real, all the jokes are for 5-year-olds and there's nothing but in this room. Or what, nothing other than, whatever, right? Y'all know what I mean. It's crazy work. You want to see around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct? Yes it is. Very well, Mr. Quarles. Will you please testify what you saw that evening? Rabbi, a priest. Rather humor, please. Okay. Oh, poor Mo can't be in no studios open court. Witness testimony. What did you witness? I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I've been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I take and laugh at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Right on a predicament. I'm a kind of this is not gonna do with anything, bro. That has nothing to do with anything. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness. Huh? We listen to your call for help? Oh my gosh. I mean, so like, that has nothing to do with anything that we just said. Just please take the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be a straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait. Poor dumb shoe. No, that's all. So we can get once again with testimony. Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. I was about to say, that was literally not at all a flippant testimony. Tonight the murder, after the practice is over, I want you back to my room. Yo, that was a trash testimony. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but when I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They're a bit far away though. It was the ringmaster. He was a Max. He was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clomped the ringmaster over the head. Off kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this 24, it would be a disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you're not going to engage in full and saber rattling. Cross examination, what you witnessed. You say the practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock, that's plenty of clock to rip off of. There's been no 8 o'clock, then we can make a great joke. Let's not make it 8 p.m., right, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't decline out of the clown around. Just listen to a joke. There are 3 reasons I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I get a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Well, witness previously was back for testimony. Well, you have no idea how tired I was that night. You're... Okay. Yes. Oh, bad Mexican food. What? Double cheese, double bean, enchiladas, dangerous menu item. What happened after that? They say it happens. Are there any kids in this courtroom? No. I've got a good reply though. That joke is so funny because it earned you a penalty. Okay. I guess I can't even flip in. Just having it out the window? Oh, I guess that doesn't turn on either. That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, I spoke yesterday. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Mo looks like a killer to me. I think you done it. You forgot. Yeah, the one looking out his window, making a loud sound. He nudged me, just glanced out his window that night. Well, yeah, that's right. I got to mention that thump, didn't I? It's not something to forget to mention. Oh yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. There we go. What does it sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls, made the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. So, how did you know I was going to make a joke? I guess it sounds like it's supposed to sound like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... That's when I saw 2 silhouettes. They're a bit far away, though. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and that you looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet, that's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut out visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the 2 shadows that you saw. It was the ringmaster, and he was a Max, who was wearing his cloak. You say, you clearly saw this, even though you were probably out on a mission, far away? That's right, I've been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Mr. Ankara. But now I'm 100% certain that was Max and the ringmaster that saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max was always wearing his upbeat symbols? Upbeat symbols? Liars nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, stay Uncle Mo. You just don't have the same, conviction that Trilo has. You know what I'm saying? Like, Wright roses, cloak, silk hat. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I want to be utterly and completely worthless of the clown. Yowza, enough foolishness. Get back on track. Lord, just please testify to what he saw, and only what he saw. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head. Yes, I did. It was climax my story. It really does enjoy the complete random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found on the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you not see the crime the murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what's waiting for you. Nice penalty. Oh gosh, I'm out if I get another one of those. This is a bit melodramatic. So it will be the Mr. Wright. Of course I do. I got a great reason to make my claim. I suppose you will be telling also I've got a great reason. Of course I will. The reason is, the witness is very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he hit someone, that's like a thumb of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Mo should be believed when he says looked out the window upon hearing a sound. There's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone, and not to me to a crack clown. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns probably escaped from Max's scary clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the 18th thing to Angler's court? No, I'm just allowing for time while I draw a memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown and find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? Well, that's pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out the window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. From Karma! Taming witnesses again! Now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clock the ringmaster. Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation. Mr. Curls, Your Honor, you did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone silhouette next to him. Very well, then please specify the silhouette you saw. I accept the truth. If I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn cool etiquette. Got it? Got it. Witness testimony, the silhouette. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only blinded Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his ugly symbols. It's still Cat, that black cloak, they were all there. That's low-key Aura, I gotta be real, oh my gosh. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. The aura that with that hat and cloak, yo, oh my gosh, that aura. So mysterious. This cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commit your cross-examination. Cross-examination, the silhouette. Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow blonde Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. So the way I saw it was Max. I'm convinced of that. It doesn't seem like he is jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Sure, looks like the same thing. But if it was just a symbol, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure that? You're sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw, exactly what I saw. Your eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. His face is silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a lightning scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should be able to see that much. Out of curiosity, but what is your eyesight like? I can't see that like a hawk on my left eye, and Nigo on my left eye. Our record says eyesight a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. The cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding. That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused the loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon, knows for sure. The claim was a blunt object, at least it says so on the autopsy report. From Trevor's testimony, and now Moe's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I had to prove that Moe saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. Okay. I don't know. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's the flippin' hat. I don't know. I'm gonna save my game. Maybe it was the box? No. Load it up. Not it. No. This is a tough case, y'all. Didn't go down yet. Uppity symbols. Yo, my leg is so swollen like crazy. No. I don't know. Maybe it could be Regina? Because, like, the hair is my thing. I have to prove that still someone other than Max. Black cloak. Black cloak. It's not a black cloak. There we go, baby. You say you saw all of Max's uppy symbols? I suppose so. The SoCat and the cloak, right? No, everyone knows that Max Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols. Yeah, everyone get ready. All together now. SoCat, cloak, white roses. What the? Who cares if he knew they were 3 or not? He saw what he saw. He saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. 3 and 4. Boy. Sounds full. You're responsible for the whole truth, not for actions. Order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses in the first one I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was kind of too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone's toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Triller's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and no stick up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing a 3-piece getup? Tell saw them all. Trevor saw all 3 Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there was no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Boom. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about this other testimony. The witness has stated that I doubtedly saw Max Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Girl. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, this witness is not grim or mature of age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I'm prepared to show a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Where's testimony? The silhouette part 2. Loki W. Judge, give me another chance. There's no doubt in my mind. There were no more roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the So Cat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. You're right. You got one last chance at this. Just one chance. I will not allow even the slightest hit of bad against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Krill's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence back of your accusations. I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I need. Cross-examination of the silhouette part 2. This is it. Y'all do this. There's no doubt in my mind. There were no roses that night. Mo, be honest. Ow. You promised it to me, right? No more badgering. Oh, that's so bad. I should have saved my game. It's been about 5 minutes until we got a good save, unfortunately. It's cool.
Objection!
Here we go. Boom! Don't like a cushion to me, Mo. Nice try.
Objection!
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 My phone is somewhere.
Objection!
My mic quality probably went right down, but I'm trying to find my flipping phone. Alright, I'm looking for my phone right now. I found my phone. Got it. Let's go. Chill them all. Chill saw all 3 matches symbols. However, this witness claims no. All right. Alright, now I'm going to make a save and I'll be fine. Okay. So, I get what I'm supposed to do for this guy. I'm not supposed to press during any, like, non-relevant parts. Girl, oh my gosh. Guys, genuinely, like, am I only supposed to, like, press the last one, or what, or just to give evidence, or what? Maybe I'm just supposed to give evidence, that's probably it. That's all I can think of, y'all. Okay, I get it, I'm supposed to just provide evidence. Bet. No white roses.
Objection!
There we go, baby. This wouldn't happen to be the SoCat you saw that night, would you? Yep, that's it. That's the heck he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? There's no karma. Where exactly was the SoCat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means... The still cat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. No, it's not true. Order, Mr. Girls. Yes, Your Honor? What does the meaning of all this? You're old enough to know better than made like this in court. Yeah, it's not just right. That's so hard. What's not right here is your eyesight and memory. Amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like criticism, right? You didn't have to go and look at my eyesight and my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because no matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. What? Stop. None of these childish operations are girls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing this dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene. What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murder leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. It speaks by his badge and the witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Mr. McCormick's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's see what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter the story as to how the criminal left the scene? Honestly, don't. I don't, honestly. Cause I thought, okay. The map? How about this? This isn't your idea of is it? Oh my gosh. It just... What happened, y'all, is basically it just wouldn't, like, let me save. I didn't know to save. I'm lucky, but it's what it is, honestly.
Objection!
There we go. Boom. There we go, baby. Boom. Save. There we go.
Objection! Objection!
Save again. They have improved to counter the story that's how they come on the scene. Wait, his prints weren't there. Yeah, right there, baby. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal footprints? They aren't there. Aye. So no, exactly how are the criminals get the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that this testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown card came recorded in. Wait just a second. Who's this? You guys can't just ignore anything I said. Fine. I'll tell you the truth this time. You were lying beforehand! You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for the day. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get a feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls, yes? The testimony you provided up until now has been false? Has been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Order! I will have order. Francisco Karma, how could you? Girl, why are you cursing again? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough, Elegy. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. Ha, you're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste your time with idiotic drivel. See, now Von Karma is completely against his side. Now that he's, like, you see? Yeah. Witness testimony, the truth. Now it's time for our next segment. Mo knows. Everything that's been said until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his Wright roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he floated away. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. No, that's stupid. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class musician, but to leave the scene of the combat blind. There's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why don't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, it's the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony? It's obviously one of his eyes playing tricks on him. Don't be such a fool. Jeez, I didn't say you were lying. Wow, let's really want to see da. I suppose I will let you in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile, if you disregard the need for proof, this McCarthy's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. September 29th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5. Hey, sweeties, wonder what's going on? That's what I want to know. They say if the criminal flew off in the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking you this, but you didn't fly the night, did you? No, I didn't mean to ask you such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. Not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage. I'm actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow, you told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule. The only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret of their tricks. Nick, what do we know? What do we do now? All we can do is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch the sucker. Alright, boom, y'all. Boom. Trial's done. And that's great. This could be a really good case. Part 3, investigation. Yo, episode 5 is the best case ever. September 29th, 3 p.m. Alright, I'm mentioning, peace out.